the first annual WoodCrafts Expo is coming to the Sioux Falls Convention Center. And joining me today to tell us more about it is Shane Van Meveren, the director of the Expo. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so tell us about this Expo and kind of what you brought with you here today.
Yeah, let me give you a little information about the Expo first. It's kind of a project that my wife and I have been working on for about 2 years. And the idea came from my own love for woodworking and making things. And we had gone to a special event down in Amana, Iowa a few years ago called Handworks. And I'm kind of a traditional woodworker. I like the old hand tools and some of the antique stuff. And this event down in Iowa was actually catered just for that.
Okay.
And kind of a rumor that happens every year down there is that they're not really quite sure if they're going to do it again the following year. So this was several years ago, and I really just wanted something around here that would cater to the woodworkers and the craftsmen and the handymen and things like that. And so we worked on that for, like I said, about 2 years. And the fruition of that event is going to be taking place at the Sioux Falls Convention Center in just a week and a half or so.
Yeah, what's been the response since kind of announcing this and the build up for this?
We've had a fairly good response. You know, we have lots of exhibitors coming in to demonstrate products and techniques and some of the things they actually make out of wood. And the public has been really, really excited. It's the first event, the first annual event. Maybe I shouldn't call it the first annual, it's the first ever event. Mm-hmm. And so anytime you have something that's brand new, it always takes a little bit of time to get traction. But the build up so far has been really good, and we're excited about that.
Yeah. Would you recommend this as a family event for people to bring their whole families, or who would you say this is for?
Yeah, actually, the way it's set up is that it's really meant for everybody. Women too. You know, every time you hear about woodworking tools and tools in general, it's just sort of the men, but nope, this is meant for everybody. So not only we're going to have modern power tools, we're also going to have some antique tools and reproduction antique tools. But one of the aspects that we're excited about is we also have craftsmen who make beautiful things out of wood. Yeah. And so there'll be a lot of things that people make, like custom furniture and home decor, a lot of bowl turnings and things like that craftsmen do out of a wood lathe. So it should be something for everybody.
Yeah, and then again, when is it, and kind of times, and where can people go for this?
Sure, it's at the Sioux Falls Convention Center on August 17th and 18th, which is a Saturday and Sunday. Mm-hmm. Times are 10 a.m. On Saturday till 7 p.m. and then Sunday 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. on Sunday.
Okay. Is there a website or anywhere like online people can go to learn more information about it?
Yep, absolutely. We have a Facebook page, just WoodCrafts Expo, but we also have woodcraftsexpo.com, and it's got all the information, all the vendors that'll be there. Some more information, you know, ticket prices and things like that. So.
All right, and what did you bring with you today?
So I wanted to bring you just a little bit of an example of the kinds of things that interest me and got me interested in woodworking. There was a show that was on for about 40 years called the Woodwright Shop, and it's an old guy, Roy Underhill. He has a school down in North Carolina, and several years ago I went down to that school and took some classes with him. Above the school was a store. They sold antique tools. And this is called a moving Philister plane. And this is actually, it's interesting to me because not only is it made out of wood, but you also make things with it. And it's a tool. And I was actually using it not that long ago for a project that I was working on, and I happened to notice the date that was stamped on the end of it. And it was made in Sheffield, England in 1862.
Wow.
And it works just as well as the day it was made. So not only can you make beautiful tools out of wood, but you can also make beautiful things out of wood. So,
wow.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be right back after the break.